we also must learn how to express the pain and the hurt we cause to ourselves. I have this tendency to react fast when things don't come my way. Any one of you are like that, or am I the only one? Okay, good. Each one of us, we have our own habit. Some people reaction, some people anger, some people jealousy, some people pride. There's always something that we as an individual, we need to work on. Or there's some people who just want attention all the time. And it can cause us a lot of suffering. So when I know that I react, the first person that I'm hurting is myself. And then I hurt other people. And I carry that feeling with me for some time. It does not just go away 5 minutes later. Because we know that what a damage we have done. And because we are someone who are compassionate. Yeah? Our purpose in life is not to hurt people. But our purpose in life is to offer what is best inside of us to others. But in reality, we cannot always be like that, and we make mistakes. So in sitting meditation, go deep into our heart and look closely the pain that we have caused to ourselves. Yesterday, I had a chance to talk to a friend. At the end of the session of our talking, I gave out my 2 hands to express my gratitude to her. So she was wearing short sleeve, and suddenly I look at her arms. I was able to see so many scars. And I asked her, what happened? And she said, self-harm. I say, when? She said, 10 years ago. So she was 12 at that time. Self-harm here means she cuts herself with a knife, with something sharp. And it was all over to here, from here down. I would say there was more than 100. Some had big scars, some had small scars, some were long, some were short. I've read this in books, but I've never seen anyone in front of me like that. Or I've never seen the scar just right in front of my face. And I share with her to please apologize to yourself for this action. And that be grateful to yourself that over the past few years, you didn't do any of it. How lucky we are that some of us sitting here never had a thought of suicide, suicidal thoughts. Be happy, be grateful. And there are some of us sitting in here, perhaps we have had suicidal thoughts. But at this moment, do we have it? If not, please be happy, be grateful. We continue to be here, breathing and smiling. So let us celebrate that strong emotion of wanting to end our life. That deep loneliness. We are much more than that. We are much more than just that strong emotion. We are stronger than that. So whenever that feelings come, just put our hands on our abdomen. This is something that we always share with friends. And just breathe in and out deeply. Stop whatever you are doing. Get up and go for a walk. Don't continue to sit in the dark or to lay in the room. Go outside and let nature heal us. We exercise. Love ourselves. We can end our life easily. We can die any moment in our daily life. But we can make our death beautiful. Just like love, let it be natural. Let's make death be natural. And I share with her that because to her, cutting herself was a way to self-care. Or smoking is a way to self-care. And I share with her that self-care doesn't end in destruction. Self-care doesn't end with these deep wounds inside. Self-care is something that ends with peace, with love, with understanding. Because she was so deep in her depression, she didn't have any feeling, no joy, no suffering. So she wanted to feel something. She was hungry to feel something. And that's why she cut herself. And now she comes to realize that that is not the best way. And I hope that those of us, or the people who are going through deep depression, they will come soon to realize that only loving ourselves can heal. Reach out to the community, join the wake-up group to heal. So whatever that pain is, call it by its true name. Let us listen to one sound of the bell. When I was in Ecuador 3 years ago, Ecuador is a country in South America, for a retreat. There was these two sisters who loved their dad dearly. They were very close to their dad, and to him they were like his stars. When they turned, when they were in their 20s, they had to go to Spain and start their own family. And every time they call home, the dad did not talk much. He became quite cold to them. And so after some years, marriage life didn't work out. Both moved back to Ecuador. And they visited their dad quite often. And whenever this sister hugged him, he would just stand like this, like a peaceful tree. Yeah, right. Like a rock. Didn't even move. But she was determined that she made a promise to herself that every time I visit my dad, I will give him a hug. And every time I leave his house to go elsewhere, I will give him a hug. She continued that all the time. And so one day, because of something that she had to do, she rushed out of the house, and suddenly he said to her, "My daughter, where's my hug?" Where's my hug? And there was one sister, she wrote a love letter to her dad on his 59th birthday. And she wrote down 59 qualities that he has. She also had a lot of difficulties with their dads. I don't know what is wrong with this word, but it seems like dad has some problems, that we have a lot of problems with our dad. So all the gentlemen in here, in the future, if you become a dad, please learn from the mistakes of these people. She wrote the letter, but she didn't want to send it to her dad. But she said, "No, I'm going to send it to him." It took her so much determination and courage to put the letter in the envelope, walk to the mailbox, and send it to him without any expectation. A few months later, she received just a short note from her dad. And in the note, he wrote, "This is something I've been waiting all my life." To me, I can give up my love to a boy easily, but I am not going to give up my love to my mom or my dad easily, because I only have one. Why is it so easy to have good relationship with strangers, but it's so difficult to have good relationship to the people in our family? Continue to show love to our parents, even if they show they don't want it. But deep down inside, it will touch our mom or our dad greatly or smallly. They will remember. You know, when we fall in love, we try to do everything to win that person's heart. Want to make that person sit next to us. But if our parents say something, we get mad so easily. Ask ourselves why. Sometimes we just need to ask, and the answer will come. Maybe not at that moment, but later. The fourth step, asking for more information.